Pat won't stop meowing until neighbor checks 70 feet ravine, calls police. One afternoon, an acquaintance contacted Tamer 38 out of concern for their elderly neighbor. Apparently, the 83-year-old UK woman had gone missing and no one knew where she was. Fearing for the old woman's safety, Longmuir and her family members set off to walk her Cornwall property, knowing that the pensioner could have gone on a stroll and gotten lost on the vast farmland. Despite inspecting every foot of land, they still couldn't find her. After having no luck, Longmuir was stopped by a strange sight. Her elderly neighbor's cat, Pyron, was sitting inside the gate of one of the family's maize fields. The animal was meowing loudly and incessantly, desperately trying to get her attention. Knowing that the old woman would never leave her beloved pet, Longmuir decided to check the property once more. Longmuir waded into the thick crop, which had grown 7 feet high, shouting for her elderly neighbor. Unfortunately, she received no response other than from her cattle. With Pyron following close behind, Longmuir suddenly heard something. Down a sharp drop at the edge of the field, a weak plea for help emerged. Longmuir quickly but carefully edged her way down the incline to her neighbor. Miraculously, the elderly woman didn't appear to have any injuries, even from the barbed wire, but was too weak to pull herself out of the water. Longmuir crawled back up the ravine so that she could call the police. While Longmuir helped rescue the elderly woman from the ravine, she credits Pyron with saving her life. She shudders to think about what might have happened if she didn't follow the noisy cat. Longmuir said that it only took minutes for a rescue team to arrive. Moments after making the call, a dozen vehicles showed up and at least 25 crew members began setting up safety lines in order to safely drag a gurney up the slope. The elderly woman was treated in the hospital for minor injuries. While she recovered, a friend looked after Pyron, who anxiously awaited his owner's return. Many were amazed that Pyron sought help for his trapped owner. However, others understand that the bond between a loving owner and their loyal pet can be a very powerful force, even strong enough to save a life.